Previously on Southend United Road to Glory Karima. We played our first game of the Capital One Cup against Middlesbrough and we actually lost that 3-0. Yeah, we're out of the Capital One Cup. The first game that we played and we're out of the Capital One Cup. Well, it's not all bad. We also did a monthly update for, of course, the J-Bucks medal with Nicholas Barcroft currently leading it, sitting on 8 votes. That's what happened last time, and let the glory continue. Hey guys, how's it going? Masterbucks here, another episode of Season 4, Southend United Road to Glory, and guys, we've got a game against top of the table Newcastle United, and not even top of the table after like the first 2 or 3 games. No, like we're about 8 games into it, and Newcastle is still top of the table and looking pretty good. So, yeah, it's awesome to see that Newcastle will probably have a shot in this game, or in this career mode, in the season at least, possibly of maybe playing some Champions League football, some European football. That'd be pretty awesome to see. My team getting... doing that, unfortunately, again, I said this before, not in real life, but still, I mean, it's nice to see them succeed, but whatever. Yeah, you can see here, applying the forward pressure here, Leon Goretzka and Deulofeu, cutting back, he's got space, shoots with his left foot, takes it on the wrong side, on the wrong foot, and I don't know, he shoots for the wrong post, Toko with a shot, and again, another save, and guys, we're going to pretty quickly get through this game. RK's up forward from a corner, tries to price it in, can't do it, unfortunately, and again, they're just whacking it away. Falls to Toko, who's sitting there. And Goretzka push forwards. Shoots. And again misses the shot. And I was quite surprised. Literally all the attacking. Because Newcastle are normally not a relatively tough team, actually, in career mode. That was one of their first genuine attacks. But a good sliding tackle. Led to a corner. Who the fuck is manning Stephen Taylor? Please. I think I didn't put in a replay. But you will find that it's Luke Shaw, who, if I had put in a replay, was just he was standing there, literally standing there. I wasn't controlling him at the time. I was controlling somebody else who the game pretty much just selected for me because it always selects the player that is most likely to hit the play. And it fucked up, and Luke Shaw was just standing there watching him as he heads it in the net, and I lose that game 1-0, which was extremely irritating considering that I had actually, maybe not dominated, but had way more attacking stuff, whatever. Attacking plays than Newcastle, but still, the votes. I've got 1 vote going to Ellie Roux. I've got 2 votes to Luke Shaw, despite that, instance which essentially cost us the fucking game. So thanks for that. And I gave 3 to Toko. Now, we got a game here against Chelsea again, as you can see. This one in the BPL. Now, the last time we met this team, we ended up losing to them in the Capital One Cup. And we're not even going to be in the Capital One. What the fuck are you doing, Fraser Forster? You're an awesome goalkeeper. And it's not your fault that you didn't stop that. It's the game's, obviously. But, I mean... I think what happened there was Ellie Roux, I was just, and you can see here, Armani was through, but of course, and he scores, but he's offside, just couldn't hold his run. When he's miles away from David Luiz, you can hold off, mate, but still. Yeah, in before, I was shooting, as you meant to, and he just completely turned me, and we conceded a second there, another second to Sturridge, but, yeah, he completely turned my player, and, I really had no other option to stop the shot than a slide tackle. He didn't get the ball. It was a foul. It would have been a penalty had it not gone in. And he just left it anyway. I mean, at least stop it so that way you can possibly, actually make this, so that way you can actually, at least go to a penalty and it's not a sure goal. You could actually save it, and as you have done in the past. But oh well. But Benzia has had a lot of opportunities beforehand and finally makes another opportunity for himself. And that time it goes in the 62nd minute. So now we're only 1 goal down against Chelsea at home. And with a 4.5-star squad, we can still do this. A save and another immediate header back toward the goal. But thankfully, it hits the post. And look at what it started. Muru, who's gone through. Azpilicueta, who's gone through on him. And Cahill is putting a body on him. And somehow tackles him from behind. I don't know what Muru's doing. He's just not strong enough, unfortunately. But still, Yassine Benzia, 71st minute. He's just working it himself. Getting past David Luiz. Making the space for himself. Shooting and scoring. And that's the equaliser. 73rd minute. The number 10, Yassine Benzia. He's like this equivalent of NBA where he's just taken over a game here. All of the shots from Yassine Benzia. He's got 1, he's got a second, and now look at this. 84 minutes in, he's the best. This is his specialty. Free kicks. He's just got to get it over the wall, and it's in. And it's too power. It's ridiculous. With most players, you would take it with 2 bars of power, and it would go over the bar. With him, it actually hit the wall, the people with the wall in the face. That's how much he's actually got. I'm not even kidding. I think at this point, 98 curve. One more, and his curve can't actually get any better. You can see there that oh shit! And now, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at this. Manchester United, who have not really had that good a start. They're 5th at the moment, and we're 9th, which is I'm totally happy with. 3 wins, a draw, and what is this? Like, look at the crowd. They're actually moving. It actually froze on that screen for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, Manchester United at this point, 4 years after, now, I've not really had that good a start to the season. But still, we kick off the game. And this is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, this team is playing Manchester United. So, big occasion at Old Trafford. And it takes 2 minutes for Yassine Benzia. 2 minutes in-game to score. 2.5. Yassine Benzia from a tight, ridiculously stupid angle. But De Gea can't put a hand on it. It's just that perfectly placed in the top right-hand corner. Sensational, accurate apex. And then we're 1-0 already against Manchester United. And early on, we were really looking positive. Johansson pushing forward, having a shot. But unfortunately, it was blocked and they just whacked that away. And now it was Manchester United's turn. They whip it across. Fraser Forster confidently comes out and collects. And this time cleverly into Van Persie. And again, even better, Forster coming out and doing the exact same thing. Now in Deulofeu, trying to get past Smalling, can't really do it, but he's got Boniperti with Toko. Toko has a shot and gets it past Hummels. Hummels can't stop it, and in the 35th minute, that is a second goal for Toko. Unbelievable stuff here, and we're really going on to it, but here we go. 37th minute, the cross into Powell. He's all alone. He's missed the shot. That's the sort of game that I was having, and that's the sort of game that Manchester United was having. He just couldn't put anything on target, but Keane tried to pass to one of my players, ended up going straight to Cleverley. Van Persie in the second half has got one back, 55th minute. And Wayne Rooney, by the way, is not at Manchester United anymore, by the way. And anyway, another shot. Couldn't put the nail in the coffin. But there we go. At Old Trafford, we beat Manchester United, a 4.5-star team. My 4.5-star Southend United team has beaten Manchester United. And to be honest, Manchester United has actually taken a little bit of a hit since, like from what they were before. They probably don't have as good a team, but still. As for my players, the votes, I'm giving 1 vote to Fraser Forster, 2 to Chris Keane, and 3 to Yassine Benzia because he was just sensational. And by the way, guys, for that previous game, we've got a game now in the EuroLeague against Vitesse, our 3rd one of the group stages. But in the previous, and you can see here that we're 2nd at the moment, but that's technically we're tied 2nd with Zurich. And yeah, Vitesse on the bottom, having lost the game by 1 goal. That's the only thing that separates them. They've won a game and they've drawn a game. And now Jonathan Rees, or whatever his name is, having a shot, being saved by Forster. And now again, I've actually got something I need to tell you guys, but I'll wait until there's a break in action. But still, shot after shot after shot, and more blocks. The ball resting on Arke's dick. Literally, if you want to rewind it back, it was just sitting there. But still, a big lob through ball. Arke sticks out a foot. I don't think he made sufficient enough contact to surely make him trip over. But the fucking cunt he just fell flat on his ass, whatever. Has the penalty. Davis is playing this, of course. Davis, normally, I get him to be my goalkeeper in Euro games. And it actually hits the top of the crossbar, bounces back, hits the ground, bounces out. But it goes over the line, as you can see there. Not by an awful lot, but enough, obviously, to make it bounce out. So that's a bit of a shame. For a second, I thought, oh my God, I might have actually been a bit safe here. But still, Van Aanholt, or whatever his name is, and Weiser, who has just not been able to deal with him properly. Jonathan, with a volley, gets up immediately after Carl Davis makes a save, and then hammers it home, while Davis is still on the ground. Jonathan Rees, or whatever his name is, was able to get up so bloody quickly, and for some reason Davis couldn't. What the fuck is Arke doing? I don't know, it's turning into shambles, but Davis comes out and redeems himself, makes a good save. Still 2 goals down, though, with half an hour to go, and we really need to get a goal back. Now we're 20 minutes left to go in the game. Benzia with a big through ball into Deulofeu. 2 defenders chasing him. I don't know what just happened there. One of the defenders went on the outside. They had 2 players defending the outside of Deulofeu, and nobody was in between. No one was in the lane of the goal. Look at that replay. I don't know who number 2 is. I think it might be Callas for Vitesse, but what was he doing? He should have been goal side. Instead, they had 2 players boundary side of the player, and Deulofeu just cut in an absolute paddock in just a lane to the goal and scored it. But of course, in the end, it didn't really matter because we lost the game by a goal. But rather than 1 goal than 2, to be honest. But either way, I mean, we still lost this game, and that's 2 draws and now a loss in the EuroLeague, and we're not on track to be playing beyond this stage in the EuroLeague, and that would suck. That would really, really suck. So, votes. I'm going to give 1 vote to Benzia, 2 to Deulofeu, and 3 to Luke Shaw. You didn't really see much of Luke Shaw in there, but Have a look at this. We got an international management offer from New Zealand, and I saw the flag in the top right-hand corner, saw the Union Jack in the blue background. I'm like, you're kidding. And then I saw the red coloured in stars. I'm like, you motherfucker. It's the shitter version of Australia. Oh, shouldn't be saying that. No, but no, it's New Zealand. Yeah, no, New Zealand. Or should I say, not the shitter version of Australia, more Australia's bitch. Oh no, I shouldn't. I just don't learn. I've got a New Zealand player on my team. What am I doing? Bonnie Perty with a shot. Nah, but New Zealand wanted me to coach, and I'm like, nah, I'm pretty much just declining everybody at this point, bar Australia. But still, look at this. Look at this forward pressure on these three players. That's what Legendary do. If they're in their back third, they just pass around and pass around and pass around. But if you put them on under enough pressure, they'll give up the ball, and you can, Johansson, who's pushed forward, Weiser and Johansson were both pushed forward, so the right side was not being covered at the back, but who cares? Johansson with an unbelievable cross, perfectly crossed in a Barkroth, and yeah, it was just far away from the goalkeeper and from the defender. Robbed a lob through ball into Castillo, can't get it in, unfortunately. And they'll just pass it back with a nice little back heel from the player just to make a shitload of space just like that. Second half, Danny Graham, way too easily, just goes through and scores another goal. So that is the equaliser now. Drawing at the moment, but great movement from the throw-in. Let a lane to Toko. That would have been one of the best movement, like from a throw-in. Unbelievable Barcelona-esque movement, and that probably would have been a goal of the season contender. A little bit like the Yassine Benzia goal that was scored in this episode against Manchester United, but still, this is it. Stoppage time. Castillo moving and shaking around Pablo Hernandez. He's got no fucking idea what is going on. Richards now trying to attack Castillo. He does, but somehow Castillo with the ball in front of him. He's got Toko, but he doesn't pass to him. He ran out of players. The cross in, and the bicycle kick off target, only by a couple of centimetres surely on goal. That would have absolutely made this game, and that Castillo move all the way from, you know, from the middle of the ground, from the boundary line, all the way through to scoring a bicycle kick would have been unbelievable, but it just was not to be. A real shame, but still the votes for that game, I've got 1 vote going to Loris Benito, 2 to Fraser Forster, and 3 to Toko. Yep, Castillo didn't actually get votes for that game because he really didn't do enough, but he just had that one amazing instance. I'm like, oh man, if that had gone in. Why you do this, EA? Why you do this, FIFA 13? That would have been the best goal ever. But still, I'm going to stop it here. We've been going for about 12 and a half, 13 minutes here, and we got fit in about 5 games. So, yeah, we got a game against Everton coming up soon. David Moyes, their manager. Ha! Yeah, that's classic. But still, moving on. What am I doing? I do need to end this video. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm your Gamer, the Masterbucks. Let's hit your target, and do not forget your target for today is 1,000 likes, as it always bloody is, but still. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm your Gamer, the Masterbucks, and peace out. Bye-bye.